So in my life, I have found satisfaction in so many things. I have found satisfaction in relationships, whether it's a guy or a girl. I have found satisfaction in drugs, in addiction, in alcohol, anything that I can get my hands on. I have found satisfaction in material things, money. I feel like I've kind of covered all the basics. And the thing that I still struggle with today is finding satisfaction in food and the things that I eat. I used to find satisfaction in coffee. That was like the biggest, the biggest thing. Every day I would go to Starbucks and I would get my huge frappe, whatever. God has since delivered me of that. It's been many years, but now it's just the issues of food. And what I want to share today is just the idea of satisfaction and asking the question, what in your life satisfies you? I am a Christian and I believe that God calls us to find satisfaction in Him. What does that mean? For me, that's finding satisfaction in worship. That's a huge one for me, that alone time with God, finding satisfaction in His Word, finding satisfaction in fellowship with other people, being honest and open about your struggles, and just that community wherever you find that. But the other day I was eating food, and this question that kept going on, this dialogue that was going on in my mind, was the Holy Spirit was asking me, are you satisfied? And I was eating dinner the other day, and I was feeling that, just that yuckiness inside of me, just wanting to turn to something in order to make myself feel better. You know, I'd had a hard day, and I was starting to feel that. And as I was eating my food, the question the Holy Spirit was asking me after each bite that I took, and it was kind of weird, after each bite I kept hearing in my mind, are you satisfied? I would take a bite. Are you satisfied? Bethany, are you satisfied? And I realized about a quarter of the way through my food that I was satisfied, and that God was trying to show me that this longing inside of my heart, the depth of the need as a human being, it goes so deep. It goes so deep. And for years I have tried to fill it with so many things. And I feel like this last thing, this issue of food, is something that God is just revealing my heart to Him, saying, Bethany, it doesn't matter how much food that you eat. This hole, this void inside of you is not going to be filled by anything except for time with me. This void inside of you that you tried to fill with drugs, with boys, with, whatever it was, it's only filled by me, Bethany. And I feel like, I've been following God for like 11 years now. I've been following Him, and I feel like there's so many layers in our hearts that get stripped away and through time and different things. And I know some people go through immediate deliverances. For me, I had to fight through my sobriety. I had to fight to get sober and to get off drugs and to get well. And for this eating disorder, this is something that I've had to fight through, and that's something that God is using this in my life to teach me that there is only one person that can satisfy my heart, and it's not my friends, it's not my husband, who is amazing and who does a great job at loving me, it's not my children, it's not the way that I look, it's not things that I eat or things that I put into my body or my appearance. It is Jesus. And I believe that He's allowing this to linger in my life in order to show me the depth of the need that I have inside of my heart. And I know that a lot of times, as believers, we feel like we have to have it all together. We feel like there's things that we can't struggle with. But the more people that I talk to, especially women, I realize like we are all struggling with this issue of food and feeling this need of appearance and this void inside of our hearts. And the other day, I remember I was just laying in my bed, and even though my husband loves me so well and he treats me so well, there was this deep just ache inside of me as I was laying in bed, and I just was like, Lord, like even my husband can't get to this inside of me. Like someone who knows me better than anyone else in the world, like he can't even get to this deep need that I have inside of my heart. And so I want to ask you the question again, what in your life are you being satisfied by? Whatever that is. And I wanted to share this verse from the Word. It's John chapter 6, verses 35, and it says, and Jesus said to them, I am the bread of life. He who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst. And I've been focusing on this idea, this passage where Jesus says, I am the bread of life. And yes, we have to eat food. Like, this is something that I've had to learn to deal with. Like, you can't just get rid of food. Like, you can get rid of pornography, you can get rid of drugs, but you gotta learn to have a healthy relationship with food, you know. But God is just showing me, he's like, Bethany, this food that you long for in those moments of desperation, in those moments where you are at your wit's end and you just want to give up, this food will not satisfy you. It will not quench your thirst. And so for whoever is listening to this, just know that when you're in those moments of desperation, whatever you turn to, it will not satisfy you. I promise you. I have done it all. You know, and I don't say that like with being proud about that, but I have. And I'm telling you, it doesn't work. The only thing in my life that has brought satisfaction is a relationship with the Lord. And so I hope that encourages someone today, even if you aren't open to the Lord or open to God. I pray that it just plants a seed inside of you to know that this is my personal story, this is my testimony, and I hope that it ministers to you in some way. So thank you guys for listening today. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up for this video. It really helps me out a lot. I try to post videos at least once a week to encourage those who are struggling with addiction in their life. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.